Hello there everyone, it's me Harry, and today this is a rant on ITV's 70th anniversary and how little effort they've put into it. So, let's give a little bit of a rundown. So, ITV normally classifies itself as being created on September the 22nd, because that was when the first franchisee, Rediffusion, had launched in London, and then 2 days later, ATV, Associated Television, had launched as well, but it was originally called ABC, before it was rebranded because of copyright issues. So, why did I say that this anniversary year has been lousy? Well, you'd think that for a 70th anniversary they could put some good effort into it, but, of course, being ITV these days, that's not the case. All you get instead is lower and lower budgets. In fact, the most effort that they've put into it is on ITVX. Yep, their own streaming service has put the most effort in. So what you get on the original ITV one is just some special idents, and that's it. There's no special programs or anything. It's a huge difference from their 50th anniversary because they had a lot of different programs. Like, they even had Game Show Marathon, which recreated a bunch of old ITV aired game shows. So, there you go. So it says on here, era-defying shows in telly that broke the mould. Enjoy bold, brilliant and unmissable stories from past to present with 70 years of ITV. Let's look at that, shall we? Let's see if there's anything special on here. Like, I know that they've added in some different shows, but they're not, like, adding in the entirety of the shows, despite them being in their archives. So, if you can see here with the classic Stars in Their Eyes, it's only Series 5. There's none of the other seasons on there, but I predict this might have something to do with licensing issues with the songs, because they do use real songs in the show. Well, the whole concept is the contestants dress up as other artists. Tonight, Matthew, I'll be blah, blah, blah. And there's 3, 2, 1. And yet they could have added more for that. I think ITV had this a couple of, like, a little while ago. Classic Brucey. And then it says around the regions. So I think this is likely some sort of documentary of sorts. But yeah, there's some shows there, but not much else. And then there's a rewind section, which shows different shows from over the periods. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But they do not list down anything in regards to Scottish television or Grampian television because ITV doesn't own those regions. And there's not much in relation to Southern or Television South either because ITV doesn't own the rights to those either. The only things that are on here in regards to the regions are those that ITV directly own. So, like, for example, if it was like the 50th anniversary, I wouldn't expect channel television content to be on there because of ownership. Or UTV content at the time. Like, they've added in the Muppet Show, which was an ATV production, but Disney owns the rights to that. It's only on there for as part of a deal with Disney Plus. There's a bunch of other stuff. There's some old Thames programs on there, but they don't mention Thames by name, because it's all owned by Fremantle Media or Boat Rocker Media, depending on the period. Once again, pretty much most of the same things over and over again. Ah, the 90s, my favourite. So yeah, this is what I mean. So this is an episode of Bruce's Price is Right, but it only says that it's one episode. It's not the entire series, which lasted, I think, for about 6 seasons. Yeah, I don't even think Challenge is airing it at the moment. And yet they've put in the entirety of Cold Feet on there. And there's a few Corrie episodes and other things. Oh, there's Phantom Cat. I know a certain someone who likes that show. And even then, some of these have already been on ITVX. So like Tots TV, for instance, has been on ITVX for a couple of years now. And it's still only the first season. Yeah, even Wolves, Witches and Giants, it's still only the first season, despite the fact that ITV owns the rights to that show. Now we're on to the 2000s, which was when I was born. They added in Footballers' Wives for some reason. Ant Deck Saturday Night Takeaway. And yet, they put it in the 2000s section, but they only put on the most recent seasons. Like, why are you putting it there when it's the later seasons from the 2010s? Wouldn't you actually put on the original seasons or something? I have no idea. And there's just very little that's interesting. Yeah. And even they put Fat Friends on there as well. One of Gordon's earlier shows. 2010s? Oh boy. And they even promote the fact that with Downton Abbey, it's basically saying, oh, you want to watch that? Oh, pay up. It's a paywall. Or just get the DVDs or the Blu-rays. Then you can watch it any time. Unless we removed it from the streaming service, that's it. But yeah. And then in the 2010s, they're putting on the Dennis and Nasher series from 1996, I believe it is, which originally aired on the BBC. But I do believe this may have been an inheritance from BritBox. And Tipping Point. Yay! Tipping Point. And let's end it up with the 2020s. Hey, look at all these amazing shows. I'm so glad these are around, making us think that this is part of ITV history. Yay, This Morning, the show that won the NTAs. And I'm not forgetting what you said, Dermot O'Leary. It's ITV's fault, not the production team. Oh wait, it is their fault too. This show's terrible. Oh, and Loose Women. Once again, why is this part of history? Oh, and oh yeah, the You Bet reboot's on there as well. Like they could have put in the older seasons of that, but they choose not to. Now, Around the Regions, a little documentary series of sorts or something, I don't know. And yet, once again, it's missing most of the regions, the ones that ITV do not own. So, like, even then, on ITVX, they still put very little effort into this. Like, if I was running ITV and celebrated the 70th anniversary, I would actually put on a lot more things on their dumpster fire of a streaming service. Not commissioning another TikTok special, which I hope they don't do. And actually putting in more episodes of a show, because you have them in the archives after all. And now we're on to more and more and more and more and... Oh, never mind. So here we are. Shows from the regions. So Granada, Yorkshire, Thames. Yep, they got Thames on there, but ITV doesn't own that. ATV, LWT. Anglian Meridian they put in a single category. TSW Southern and Channel Television. So yeah, they do have some Southern television programs on there. HTV, Ulster, Tyne Tees and Border. So there's no Television South programs on there because Disney owns most of those. And it's just been in whole copyright limbo ever since International Family Entertainment bought the rights. There's no Scottish television and no Scottish television and no Grampian television shows. Once again, as I said, they're not owned by ITV. They're owned by STV Group, so there you go. And there is some Jerry Anderson stuff on here. At least that would be kind of worthy. I'm not sure what prints of the Thunderbird series they have on here, but I do predict that it might be the widescreen ones that ITV released on Blu-ray back in 2008. And there's a few other stuff, but it's only the Jerry Anderson shows that ITV owns as well. This is just like all stuck within what ITV does own or what they don't own. Hopefully this will stay paused. And then if you gotta move by the side. I'm gonna get copyrighted if I show that by accident. So yeah, this is the fast streaming channel that they've added on. And it's got this show on it, and then Fat Friends is on after that. Yeah, they really have reduced down the fast channels ever since ITVX launched, so there's not much these days. So yeah, ITVX Kids is probably still going to stay there for a little while. Yeah, Christmas movies, so it's mostly Hallmark stuff. This is still there, this is still there, this is still there. Most of the show ones are still there. Comedy 24/7 still there. This is. And this is as well. But anyways. That's all I really have to say about this. So going back on to my thoughts on what ITV have put into any effort. Let's take a look at their schedules, if I can even find them. And I misspelled that. There we are. Let's look at what they were showing off on the actual anniversary day. Let's go right to the very end. And we're looking at ITV1, not the other channels. Oh, never mind. So, for some reason, the Good Morning Britain slots glitched up. For some reason, I don't know why. There's Lorraine, there's This Morning. It's the same exact schedule that you'd always expect from ITV. There's nothing special about it. There's not even any special anniversary programs or anything. I'm pretty certain that they are very likely going to do some, special programs later on, but it's just the same boring schedule that we're always familiar with. At this point, it's just making you feel like ITV is making you say, oh, you want programs you want? Go on ITVX and we'll give you what you want until we get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, even the regional news has put actual effort into showing off the regions and the early history of ITV when it was franchisees, not this big company that it is now. At least ITV News West Country has, because I was showing images of it. Good old Alex Lovell and co-host, I don't know who the co-host was on the news that day. It wasn't Sabah, it was someone else. They actually showed off HTV West and TSW and the West Country. Everything. They actually put effort into that, complete with Alex pretending to play the flute, but yeah, that's it. This is it, ITV. 70 years of history, and this is what you give us. Lousy scheduling, terrible commissions, your dumpster fire of a streaming service that you're trying to make the next big thing. What the heck is up with you, ITV? You used to be top on this world, and now you're not. All you're doing is really, really struggling, and at this point, all free media is likely going to buy you out, because they're trying to buy out your ITV Studios division. Oh, and of course, the daytime TV is suffering from significant budget cuts. That's what I was meaning about what Dermot O'Leary said at the National Television Awards. He thinks that the entire team is being put through a lot of... Oh, I'm not going to say it. But he should really see what this awful company is doing. ITV, you should be glad you're still around. I'm getting sick and tired of you having to complain about your stupid services and the fact that you're commissioning programming nobody wants. And as much as the BBC have gone a bit weird and all the other networks, at least they're trying to put effort. Like, I would rather watch Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul than that stupid TikTok special. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. What is wrong with you, ITV? Anyways, I think this is the end of this little video and rant on this. ITV puts little effort into their 70th anniversary aside from what they've been showing off, putting it on their streaming service, and there you go, that's it. I'm done. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.